I'm here with my fellow group members, and we're presenting for our assignment 2. My name is Chidinma Okayo,
and my name is Kamala Saud.
My name is Raju Ghimire, and I'm Milan chaudhary.
And it's me, Anish Subedi.
For this assignment, we're working on the digitization of student service request management, and we've come up with a number of things for this second assignment. So our client name is Mr. Austin and Dawa Lama, and our company name is Melbourne Institute of Technology, MIT Party Limited. And our project supervisor is Dr. Gassan Kaba. And yeah, so the project overview is we have the client requirements, the high-level flowchart diagrams, our individual low-level design approach, then we have our conclusion and our references.
And after that, I need to take overview. Thank you, Chidinma.
Thank you.
And the client requirement are like request can be made from anybody, like from external user or staff or admin or external end users, and the request processing should be done by the staff, and department head can add, delete or update if you want to add some services or update, he should be able to do that. And the senior manager is able to monitor how is the frequency of the request and what is the status of the request. So our design should be like that. Next please. And this will be approached by next member of our group, and he is Milan.
Okay, hello everyone. So this is our high-level design. We have each and every group member have concluded to make this design. So here we have login, like end user, admin, or like senior management, everyone should log in here, and then the end user who needs the service or who requests for the service, they will select the service. So we have two types of services. Is it a general request, general service, or is it predefined service? So the general will go to the admin department or the reception, and the predefined service will go to the and again we have two types in the predefined. Is it standard, like is it emergency, or is it like basic request? So both of them will after that it will go to the respective department, and the general request the admin will evaluate, and then he or she will transfer it to the respective department. After that, the staff member of each department, they will provide the service they have requested for, and then it will be completed. After that, we can get the end user will get the notification of the completion of their service or request. And this is the use case diagram, and here the user, end user. We have we have 5 actors in this diagram. The first one is end user, admin, staff, senior manager, and department head. Here end user can request for the service, or he or she can edit or delete the request. Admin can do all the stuff here. Admin has all the power. So staff member, he or she will handle the request. Even they have to log in and log out, and the staff member will also generate the report for the completion of the service. And senior manager will log in, and he or she will view he or she will have on dashboard where he can monitor the incoming request, the number of pending requests and the completed. And also department head can update the services required in the near future, and also he can view the dashboard and monitor it.
So after that, we came up with five low individual low-level design approaches, and first one is mine, so I'll explain that one. So at first, the user will start or there will be dashboard for the request, and he will just click on that button, and it service request or not. If that say no, then it will just goes to the senior general inquiry, and then from general inquiry it goes to the senior desk, and the senior desk will review within 24 hours. And if it is not reviewed within 24 hours, it will notify to the admin via the email or the Facebook. And if it is reviewed within 24 hours, then it is approved, and after its approval, it goes to the request as it is already categorized. And if it is the service request, then it will go to the log into the ID. Then after that, it will be like request will be identified or not. Then if it is identified, then it will again goes to the categorized requirement, and then if it is not identified, again it will goes to the senior admin, and same process will repeat until it is required as categorized. And then it will goes to the request workflow. Then the request will be prioritized. Then it will move to the department, and from the department, if it is approved, then it goes to the review. Then if it is not, then it will notify the user that it needs further more information about that things by sending it via the email or the Facebook. Then it goes to the the request is already fulfilled, and notify about the completion, and our task will be stopped. So this is my design approach. The another one is by Anish. Subedi. He will explain. Thank you.
So this is the personal design designed by me for the service management. And first, it just shows to the dashboard named the service page, and end user send the request, and if it needs approval, it directly send to the receptionist. If not, it directly go to the department. After the department, it will complete the task and notify the user. If not, if it needs approval, it goes to the receptionist, and receptionist need to be approved it. Then after approval, it just gives to the user about the approval. If it's failed, it just gives you a notification about the failure of the request, and if it's approved, it's directly sent to the department. And from the department, it's task complete and sent to the notification to the users about the service request. Thank you. And next, my friend Raju will continue the individual design.
Yeah, Raju will take over now.
Hi guys, so this is my my design approach. So in my design, so as already my friends have described, so basically we will start with the start button. That is basically the interface where we proceed the request. So the end user will press the button start, or we can say the request button, and it will go to the admin app. It will go for admin approval. He will approve it, and he will categorize the request and send the individual request to particular department that is responsible to execute that task. So the department will collect all the information, all the documentations, whatever he requires to proceed or to process that request. And if all the documents that are required have been collected, or if they need more, if the documents are not enough, it will send a notification to the user, and it will send a notification to the user that they need dash type of documents. So he will get notified, and when the end user sends those documents, then the process will again start, and the task will be completed. Once the task is completed, the notification will be sent to the user, and here the request will be processed. Thank you.
Okay. Hello again. This is a individual design of the for our project. So here the user will start from the new, and this is the interface for of our request management system. So the user will go to the interface, and he or she will select for the services. We have two type of services: predefined and the general. And it will after the user will select the services, it will go to the general will go to the admin, and the other predefined service will directly go to the requested department, and after that they will the request will be handled by the each department, and after the request has been handled by this department, it will complete the request will be completed, and the notification will go to the user. Notification will go to the user, and that's it. Thank you.
So this is my high-level diagram for the flow chart. So first of all, it starts with a start, and when it says start, it goes to can you please help me?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. So when it goes to start, it's going to ask, is the individual a student? That's the end user or whoever is making an inquiry. So if the person is not a student, it goes to find the drop-down menu on the website for inquiry, where the person just simply selects a form and fills and maybe requests for a callback or something like that. But if the end user is a student, the person gets to sign in here into the institute's website, and then it takes the person to the home page where the person searches for the specific request he or she wants to ask about from the request menu. And then from there, they select the request that pertains to them. And this request can be maybe graduation request, it can be anything related to finance or school fees or anything like that. And then it asks the user if the request requires him or her to fill a form to complete the process. And then if the user says yes, they will fill in the form and then submit the form for processing, which now goes to the management that is in charge of it, and that's how mine goes. Thank you.
So to conclude, I would like to call Raju Ghimire.
Okay, so the conclusion of this report, this presentation is that we are very much concentrated on the client requirements first thing, which she has already described. What is the client requirement and the project objectives that we are going to consider in to achieve in this project, through this project. So we have proposed individual low-level type designs, and we discussed with our client and supervisor, and we and the proposed design is basically from the user from the end user perspective. Maybe it's a student or any staff, MIT staff, or an external entity. But what we were suggested to come up with is to come with different approach designs from the perspective of department head, who will be responsible to update the services and monitor how the request is being processed. And second one is senior manager, who will be monitoring process. So he will be like a general manager who will be looking after if he wants to go through the request, how where is a particular request, or like how is it being processed in an effective manner. So he will be monitoring the request that is coming to MIT. And other perspective is staffs, who will be responsible to process the service. Suppose a department has received one request, and in every department there will be selected number of the staffs who are responsible to process those requests. So these are basically those staffs, they will be processing the service. So from this perspective, we need to improvise, we need to improve our design. So that's our next plan. Thank you.
So these are our references. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.